all the diagrams, okay? And so we're gonna jump into the fifth scenario, which is some form of cash value life insurance. So remember, if they already have coverage, okay, that's privately held, whether it's term or cash value, we wanna get them to produce that policy, right? Okay, so that's the best way. You don't need to do this little mini presentation if they can find the policy, because if they can find the policy, it's easy to kill right in front of them. We'll go through how to do that later today, right? But let's assume, for whatever reason, we can't get the policy, or they don't know where it is, whatever reason, we're not able to find it, right? So here's the presentation that we're gonna do. So Kevin says, you know, he's got a whole life policy from Northwestern Mutual. I say, well, Kevin, I'm glad you have life insurance. Do you mind if I give you just a quick 2-minute tutorial on how that policy works? So again, you always ask for what? Permission. Because when you're saying stuff to them, they're doubting every word unless they're asking for it or allowing you to say something. So here's what I do is say, Kevin, basically your policy works like this. Very, very expensive, okay? Like 8 to 10 times the cost of what term insurance is, okay? And your policy operates in two sides. There's an insurance benefit and a cash benefit, okay? A cash value or a savings account. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah. So Kevin, you have $250,000 of coverage right now, right? Correct. And you said you're paying $194 a month for it. Okay, perfect. So there's these 3 little rules, Kevin, that the insurance salesperson conveniently forgot to tell you when you bought this policy. So I want you to understand these rules real quickly. They all have to do with the cash value side. So rule number 1, Kevin, is this. For the first 3 to 5 years, every dollar you put into this cash value account gets taken as a fee to the salesperson who sold it to you. So Kevin, let me ask you a question. Where do you bank at?
Bay City Credit Union.
Bay City Credit Union. Now imagine, Kevin, you walked into Bay City Credit Union to open an account, okay, and they said, Kevin, we're so excited to have you as a client. We've been dreaming of this relationship forever. It's gonna be wonderful, okay, except we won't plan on seeing you for the next 3 to 5 years, because every time you deposit money with us, we're going to take it all. Would you ever open that bank account at Bay City Credit Union if they told you that?
Heck no.
Okay, but you just did when you bought this policy. Okay? The second issue, Kevin, is after the 3 to 5 years when you start building up money, the only way you can get that money is to loan it to yourself at between 6 and 12% interest payable to the company, not to you. So Kevin, how did the money get in here? Whose money is in that account?
Mine.
It's yours, right? So imagine going to Bay City Credit Union. You open a checking account. They say, Kevin, we're so excited to have you, but if you ever come back here for $1 of this money, we're going to charge you interest till you pay us back. Would you ever open that account if they told you? No, you wouldn't, right? But you just bought that when you bought this policy. Okay, Kevin? Way worse than those two is this. When you die, your family will get the choice of the insurance or the cash. They won't get both. The reason it's so expensive, Kevin, is because you're paying for 2 things, insurance and savings, but you only get one. Let me show you how this works. At age 100, these 2 things should be equal. So you have $250,000 policy, right? Your cash value should be $250,000. So let's say hypothetically, Kevin, you die at age 80. Okay? So I'm going to move it up here so you can see. You die at age 80, right? So at 80, you've got maybe $200K in the cash, right? So your family gets the choice, Kevin, the 250 or the 200. So what do they pick?
250.
The 250. And at first glance, Kevin, the average consumer say, what's wrong with this? I bought a $250,000 policy. I got $250,000. What's wrong? Well, let's follow the money. The insurance company pays out $250,000 to your family. The insurance company gets to keep the $200,000 you've saved. So how much money is the insurance company actually out? 50K. So you paid all this money for your entire life, for this teeny little benefit, and you got the privilege of paying for the rest of it. Does that make sense to you, Kevin? Okay. So we think you should have insurance and savings. We just think they should never be together. So Kevin, let me show you a way to take that same money, get you more coverage, and a savings account that has nothing to do with each other. You'll always have both instead of one or the other. Okay?
Please do.
Great. So this is how you kill a cash value policy conceptually if you have to make a 2 or 3 minute napkin presentation.
Do you use those numbers, Ian? Do you say?
No, I'm using whatever his numbers are.
He's
Okay.
telling
Kevin,
you.
how much coverage you think you got? I think I got 100 grand. How much are you paying? I think I'm paying $90.
Yeah.
Whatever his numbers are, I'm gonna use. I'm not using random numbers. Yeah, I'm not using random numbers. Everybody follow that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna partner up and you're gonna give this presentation 3 times each, right? So back and forth, not 3 times in a row, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Your job is to what? Critique the other person. Constructive criticism. Don't be like, you suck and I never want to be your partner again, right? Okay, you're like, look, you could get better at this, get better at this. Your job is not to say they're good and they're not good. Okay, your job is to find them. So partner up